Hello there. Been a while. We're gonna get in a better setup for this finally, this next month or so. So hopefully the quality of the filming will get better at least. I look a little corpsey, I know, because I have these three very bright bathroom bulbs here. Because if I turn the other softer light on, the fan goes, and I don't feel like disabling that every time anyways. All right, hi. So it's Sunday. It's not sample Sunday, unfortunately. But I have a couple things I'm doing today. So first of all, I'm going to be, for the very first time, using the MÜHLE R41. I have put it on my Magard razor's stainless steel handle because I hate the handle it came on. In fact, so I didn't lose anything. I put my V3A Magard's head on its handle. So here's the handle for the MÜHLE that I got. So it's a 3-piece one, obviously. I know there's different iterations of the R41. I traded my Parker semi-slant to a gentleman for this one. This handle is, I'm not a fan. It's got very slippery grip when it's not even wet. And when you have a notoriously aggressive razor head, I don't have a lot of interest in testing it on this handle. So I swapped it for my stainless steel Magards. And maybe someday I'll use it on this. You can see the MÜHLE 41 in there. This setup I might try. I don't know. It's a nice thick handle. Definitely one that you have to do a full grip on. If you've watched my videos before shaving, you know what I like to do, kind of like a pinky rest situation there. This is a very slick bottom cap on the handle as well, so I'm not a fan of that. So anyways, I'm using the MÜHLE R41, the Magard's handle, and I'm going to be using one of my favorite scents to use right now, which is the razor company in Shannon soaps, Mars. So this is based on Chanel's Allure Home. I actually just got a gift this weekend from an early birthday present from one of my best friends, Jason. Thank you, Jason. Knew I liked that scent, and he promised me that I would be disappointed if I anteed up for the full price Chanel bottle. So he got me something that's in a similar vein people have been comparing it to, especially on YouTube, and that's the Missoni Wave. I'm going to do a scent matching video after this one when I actually go to put this stuff on and talk about that. And that's going to be on my channel, so I'll put a link to that when I'm ready for it. I'm assuming this is going to go up on a Sunday, but I never know anymore what's going to happen. Everyone's lives are very hectic and busy. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up, and I'll be right back, and we'll use the MÜHLE. Got it all lathered up in the bowl here. So let's get to good scent. I don't know how many days growth I have at this point. Might be a week, I don't know. Doesn't look like much on camera, I know, but it definitely has reached that point where it's kind of like it's past the point of being picky and more softening up like a beard. That being said, I still have a pretty coarse beard type, so I do prefer a more efficient razor because I get less passes that way. But then I also have a very strange growth pattern on my beard, especially in this area. When I grow a beard out, barbers always like, what is happening? Why is it going in so many directions? And it's just like, I don't know. It'll be nice and thick in this area, in the goatee and on the neck, and then it gets kind of, I don't know if I'd say thinner, but patchier, especially in this area. I can't grow like the full cheek lines in. So I've grown like a Leonardo DiCaprio beard, which is why I tried a goatee at the end of 2020, which my wife absolutely despised. So now I've been clean shaven mostly for the last year now, and I'm enjoying it a lot, obviously. So no mustache. Hold on. For good scent, nice and bright, opposite of what our friend Fayez enjoys. Not to say that I only like bright scents, but But plenty of scents where I'm just like, no thank you. All right, so the MÜHLE, let's get it going. I promise to at least see the first pass through, but if I'm not confident, I'm definitely going to switch to a less aggressive razor to finish the job. So let's start over here. You can see I have a nice fresh haircut I got on Friday. All right, get the blade feel there. That's not bad. There we go. I mean, I'm feeling it, but I've done a pretty decent job on the first pass right there. I ain't mad at that. So don't know, I didn't do a lot of research on the MÜHLE R41 before I did this video, because it's me, but it's an open comb-ish thing. It does remind me a lot of the metaphor from PAA in terms of the shape of the comb and everything, because it's not like the traditional open comb. Is it open comb? I don't know, now I'm doubting myself. It kind of looks like a hybrid open closed comb situation if you look on there, where the teeth are there, but they're kind of built into the comb. But anyways, it does remind me of the metaphor a bit, and not the classic open comb style with the teeth actually out, but that wasn't bad, so let's go again. And of course, nice slickness from the Shannons. I mean, there's a ton of blade feel, but I don't know. I mean, obviously it's aggressive, but I don't feel like I'm punishing myself. Honestly, I've really only been getting in to more aggressive razors the last 6 months or so, because my first razor was the V3 original mild whatever from Maggard's. It came with this handle. I have it over there, and then I got the V3A head, and that was okay. I actually had a tendency to cut myself. With the V3A for some reason. Still do. I don't use it that often. Only when the situation calls for, like, what was your first razor? So I will say at times this just feels like you have a straight up razor blade scraping against your face, but not like in a painful way, more like in a, I can feel that. But yeah, I was using more mild razors when I first started out, especially when Scott and I got together. So, you know, he's like, oh, you gotta get a slim, so I got a slim, and which is gone now. And then I wanted a fat boy, just for like the fact that it's a fat boy and it was my dad's birth year. But then I ended up, you know, I got the Parker semi-flat, and I won't say, I'm really liking this. I won't say that is an overly aggressive razor. It can be. I find actually that the fact that it's not a full slant, now that I use full slants, like the Mercure and 37C and the Hofritz, and then of course my vintage Mercure now that I have, which is a top 5 razor for me. The fact that it's not a full slant actually makes finding the angles, especially on against the grain or across the grain and against the grain, more difficult. So I'd have tendency to cut myself more often. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I knew I was gonna have stub blade there. You know what? I think we're gonna brave it, guys. Let's load up again. And I'm getting all the blade feel. Like, this is just straight up blade feel. I'm a plate 4. Here's my favorite plate on the 6S. I feel like it gets the most out of it for me in terms of how comfortable shaving and how much efficiency I'm getting. I haven't used plate 6, so I need to do that eventually. I know Fayez likes plate 6, and I've used plate 5 before, but it was, again, back before I was more into aggressive razors. So back to that anyway, so then I ended up getting a red tip last year around Father's Day for my wife. For lots of heavy hint dropping. And that's my top 3 favorite razors, maybe top 2. I love that razor. I think it's such a good blend of aggressive to efficient. You know, I like the blade feel. This definitely has more blade feel than that. And then I also picked up recently a Ranger Tech, a 41 Ranger Tech, and I'm planning to use that when I go on splay time next weekend, which is going to be Sunday, March 6th. I don't remember the time right now. Jeff Travis has been kind enough to tag me a lot. I want to say it's 3. I will confirm that and start posting on my own Instagram, Pomp GT. I'm representing myself, Pomp GT, because I'm going to be doing some hair stuff while they're shaving their heads, as well as the Groomsmen, of course. So look for that. Come around. I'm thinking of making it a special sample Sunday, which is kind of weird because we've only done really one sample Sunday on our own channel, but I figure it's a unique opportunity. So I'll make that decision later in the week. And I'll put a poll up on Instagram between the 2 samples. I'll probably honestly end up giving both samples away anyways. So look for that. Oh, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe and comment on Scott's last video, which was about the Henson clone from Yaki. What was it called? I can't remember right now. But that's the video we're using to do the 150 subscriber giveaway, which is going to be 1953 number 58 British Gillette. All right, and that took a long time to get here. Geez, already a longer video than I meant. Oh, that's fine. I got the angle, but it feels more mild. So I think what happened was with the grain, I was getting some tug from the amount of hair I had. And this mowed down so much hair on that first pass. Get myself to reach around here. See, Christian, I can make him laugh too. I told him I can't be more myself because then the videos would just have so much swearing in it. Oh, Christian's the funny one. And thank you, ADHD. I talked about too many things and can't remember what I was just talking about. Yeah, oh yeah. Okay, so the amount of hair that I had was making it more noticeable. It wasn't uncomfortable necessarily, but it was the amount of pull was more noticeable. So and you see I'm missing right there. So this, you can see that we've established, I was right, it is a closed comb because you see those rake marks. You don't get those rake marks, 1, if you have the right angle with any razor, but 2, you don't get those rake marks with a regular closed comb. So yes, I was right. I have to say, I'm actually really enjoying this. I gotta say, yeah. Man, aside from that handle being garbage, and I haven't used it, so you could say, oh, maybe it's not. I can tell. I'm sorry. I don't have any interest in using a handle that might be slick, especially where this is hitting, because I'm getting that blade feel. I'm getting the right angle very easily, because like I said, the only time I haven't had the angle was right here on that backhand, because normally I just keep going this way, the forehand across the face. But I tried to do a more uniform shape today for you guys. So I was getting those trails right there from where the the comb was getting, the guard was getting rode more. Something that you'll get if you're using a closed comb. My only other experience with one really, or open comb, sorry, is with the Doc from PAA. I had an Ascension, and if I didn't have the right angle, you'd get those trails. And you get them more often because if you rode the cap, you get them, and if you rode the guard, you'd get them because of it being a double open. So you know when you have that exact right angle. But I like, when I'm talking and ADHD, you like to be able to go on autopilot. Sorry if I flashed you. No nipples on YouTube. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. So anyways, I got rid of that one just in case someone would get more use out of it than I would. I enjoyed the razor, but didn't reach for it much. This might be my no-go-to for when I've had a lot of growth, because this just eliminated. I mean, look at me on here already. If you can see, there's a few things here and there. If I'm doing a full, I should probably just go for it. Haven't shaved in like a week, want to enjoy it. So if you are still here, and you're probably not, but if you are, thanks. Yeah, the MÜHLE, who knew? So glad I didn't use that other handle. But anyways, yeah, where it was hitting in all the tolerances, and I wouldn't want to not have as good a grip then, because it would be very easy. Probably, honestly, I don't really so much worried about cutting myself as not being able to find the right angle consistently. I think I would have had more trails and rake marks and probably cuts. I mean, we're not out of the woods yet, but if I had kept the original handle on. So I guess I'll have to test that hypothesis someday. I don't want to do that to my face, but it's all in the name of science. Remember. And like Christian says, what's Christian say? Yeah. Well, thank you for being here today with us. You could be, committing a crime or reading a magazine. People should read those, right? But instead you're here watching a stranger shave their face. So thanks for that. I love Christian. Oh, going the wrong way already. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna regret that. Oh yeah. Feel that blade. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be brave enough to do my whole face like that. You can always put on a turtleneck. Here's the problem here. I'm going to choke up. And that's what I like about this Maggard handle, is that it has knurling all the way down, just like the 6S. I've used a lot of different razors lately. I won't name any names for negative. I was really surprised at how much grip I actually did get from the... I'm looking a little thin, so... From the Blackbird handle, I expected it to be slippery. I had the brass version from of the Blackbird and from Faya's, and that would be honestly potentially even slicker than stainless steel in my opinion, especially the machined. It was a polished, because it's Faya's, everything's polished. A polished bird. Huh. They're getting just slightly tender. The face is letting me know a bit. But I don't mind that feeling. To me, it's indicative of, a job well done. Yeah. Little trail there, so we didn't quite find the angle. Finish strong, people. All right. I always have like the shaggy thing going on here. I got a very handsome chin, so it's very hard to shave. It's got a lot of character. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. Yeah, I'm not gonna. That is playing with fire. Little Nick here. Honestly, surprised. That's a common spot for me. I normally don't do a straight up and down or straight, you know, south to north with the grain. I like to invert it and do like an angled one sometimes, I feel like. But we're happy with that. So this video is way long enough. It's probably gonna get trimmed down. There's some good stuff in it that I'm gonna cut out. I think it's good, but I am gonna go shower or rinse off again, and then I'm gonna be on my own channel doing other content. So that's where the post is gonna be, that's where the cologne is gonna be, and that's where we're gonna talk briefly about scent matching. So, yeah, thanks.